Was Buddha against yoga? This week, that was one of the questions I received. Come, let us do a Q&A. The reason Buddha was not against yoga is that yoga did not exist when Buddha was out and about teaching meditation. Many historians agree that the real or literary Gautama, who was known as the Buddha, lived between the 6th and the 5th century BCE, or before Common Era. There were many people named Patanjali. The Patanjali associated with the Yoga Sutras lived approximately CE 400. So we're looking at a span of approximately 9 centuries. So Buddha's over here, Patanjali's over here. So if time works in a linear way, there's no way Buddha over here could have an opinion about this which hasn't been created yet. It was what we like to call a non-issue. But wait, there's more. When you read the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, you'll see the only posture that's mentioned is sitting down to meditate. Some translators refer to the Padmasana or lotus position. Others don't. If you ever want confusion, just put 2 translators in a room and step back slowly, and they'll start bickering. It gets very exciting. But that's the only asana or posture that's mentioned. We have to wait all the way until the 11th century Common Era before we have treatise written on the asanas, which would become the cornerstone of our experience of Hatha Yoga. You put that together now. That is an additional 7 centuries between Patanjali's Yoga Sutras and the codification of the asana work. You put that all together and you've got 1,600 years between Gautama, the Buddha, real or imagined, and the basis of contemporary Hatha Yoga practice. Therefore, would have been impossible for Buddha to form an opinion on something that hadn't been a thing yet. That's like asking what George Washington thought about breakdancing. It wasn't a thing when George Washington was oot and a boot. And that would be like asking what Mary Shelley felt about word processors. Did she prefer Microsoft or Apple? Neither. There were no computers. Well, there were no electronic computers when Mary Shelley was walking the earth. But let us retreat from the realm of contemplative nerdery. It doesn't matter what Gautama's opinion was. It doesn't matter what Patanjali's opinion was. It doesn't matter what our meditation teachers say or what our yoga teachers say. All that matters is the results that we generate when we apply a specific technique. If we get painful results or unproductive results, then let's put that technique on the shelf. If, when we use the technique, we get favorable results, beneficial results, let's continue using that technique. And if it whets our appetite, go back to he or she who gave us that technique and ask for additional techniques. The British used to say that the proof of the pudding is in the tasting. Likewise, doesn't matter whose philosophy, what the source of your philosophy is, what the source of your techniques are. What matters is the efficacy of the philosophies and the techniques when we apply them. Anything else is a distraction. My name is Lama Jigme Gyatso, and this is the Buddha Joy Meditation School.